Hey guys,
Hi,
I'm Adam,
and I'm Amanda.
and we are answering a question that we got, and it was, how do we plan on having children? No, push her down. No, no, get her off of the couch.
And this is Sky. Hi, Sky.
No, put her down.
I
No,
don't.
she's not allowed to be on the
I
couch.
touched her head.
No. Amanda.
Okay.
Anyway,
Anyway, the question was, how are we going to have children?
please get her off. She just sneezed in my face. Amanda. Amanda.
Okay, I'm holding it here. Um. Okay. Would you like to?
Okay, she's getting her eye boogers all over my shirt that I just cleaned. Please remove
Oh
her.
God! All right, Sky, get down. Daddy wants you off. Go. Go lay down.
Okay. So, there actually is a way for people who were not able to have children before, like ourselves, can have children now, and that is by taking bone marrow. And I've read that they put pure vitamin A in it, and that creates a gamete, or in other words, a sperm cell.
So basically, what they can do, it's possible to do between two men as long as they have a womb to put it in. Obviously, it's able to do between two women, a multiple number of ways for two women, and then it's also for straight couples who, female and male couples who can't have children because either the man is infertile or there's just a problem with it not catching or something.
That's right about the thank you.
What? It doesn't catch, like it doesn't stick. And we never find the egg or something. They get lost on the way there. But in any case, they take for the man, they can take two I guess a bone marrow and a sperm cell, one from one man and one from the other, and then they can fuse them together, and it creates a fertilized egg in a matter of saying. Very cool. Then they can just implant that into a female, and easy bake oven, 9 months later, pops a baby. Born from two men. Same thing basically with two women. You can take an egg from the woman, an egg from the other woman, fuse them together with like electric kind of stimulus, and then they kind of like fuse together into one egg, and it fertilizes itself in a manner of speaking. The only problem with the two men and two women having children is that because men only have well, I don't want to be with a man. Do you think?
No, I don't think so.
I think they'd be able to have a girl.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, because I know with two women, if their eggs are fused, they only have um uh they can only have girls because of their chromosome. There is no Y chromosome. Like for a man, men have Y chromosomes. They have an X and they have a Y. If you have two X chromosomes, it means it's a girl. If you have an X and a Y, it's a boy.
And in case you missed biology in
Yeah.
high school,
Just quick bio. Just some quick bio lessons about that. But yeah, so the only problem with two women having a baby would be that they can only have female children. It's been done in lab rats. It's been done in pigs, and they are starting to do human trials because humans and rats have the closest, besides monkeys, the closest biological setup between animal and human. So they figure if it works in lab rats and pigs, it'll
Then
work
it must
in
work
humans.
in humans.
I mean, like back in the day, they used to do heart transplants with pig hearts, because they didn't know that you could do a heart transplant between a human and a human. Well, it was a little risky for them to do a heart transplant between a human and a human because, they didn't really know that. Yeah, the other person would have to be dead, but in any case, they didn't know about that yet, so they did it between pig and human because pig was still alive at the time. In any case, yeah, they lived for like about 6 months and then they would die, because the heart was like, I guess pretty compatible, but again, it's a pig, so it's not like 100% compatible, and you have to do like tissue typing, you have to do blood typing, you have to do plasma typing. You have to match basically everything. Everything has to be exactly the same. That's why you have to get a donor that's exactly, genetically similar at least to you, and then you have to go on all these drugs like anti-rejection drugs. And back then they did not have those either. So your body basically said, "This is a foreign object. I'm kicking it out," and then the heart just stopped, and they died.
We just went through the entire circle of life in a matter of seconds.
But anyway, back to the main topic. So yeah, two females can only have a girl biologically. A man and a man, because they have an X and a Y, I'm pretty sure they could have daughters as well. Because it is men who determine the sex of the baby in quote unquote normal childbirth or creation or whatever it is you want to call it. It is the man that actually makes the sex of the baby what it is. So you cannot blame the females. They have nothing to do with the sex of the baby. Like, they partake in the chromosome part, but that's about it. They have nothing that determines the sex. So, anywho, then obviously with a man and a woman, you would either do the bone marrow or you would do the two gamete fusion outside, and then you would implant it in the woman, and you can do in vitro, and all that stuff. But so basically, how me and Adam can have kids is that we have two options. One, they take bone marrow out of Adam, and they take one of my eggs, and they fuse them together with.
Oh, they really fuse them together, so they can go into a gamete, they basically make it into a sperm cell.
Oh yeah, they take his bone marrow and they infuse that with pure vitamin A and a little bit of other extra stuff that I don't really recall right now. They do some other stuff to it, and they turn it into a sperm cell. Because what bone marrow is pure DNA. Pure DNA, it's basically what a sperm cell is. A sperm cell is. My tongue doesn't want to work with me today. So yeah, they turn bone marrow into sperm cells, put the sperm in my egg, and we have babies. Or another way is that this way isn't happening for us because obviously Adam is not going to have these things available when we decide to have children. But if he ever did want to harvest the eggs that he has now and freeze them, they could put his egg and my egg together and electrically stimulate them to fuse into one, and then obviously we would have a daughter. But yeah, other than that, we're going to adopt because I always thought adoption was important.
Yeah, we want what is it, like 5 kids and then adopt them.
Yeah, I wanted to if at all possible, have like 3 boys and 2 girls. Just because, I don't know, that's how my family was. Well, I was just the third girl. Well, I don't think they should be either, so I think you should.
Maybe they should be me. I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah. So I want 5 kids, 3 boys, 2 girls, and then probably we'd adopt one. But if all else fails, me and Adam will have a couple biological children, and then we'll just adopt however many more that we want to. Because, I was adopted, and, well, not legally adopted, but I was adopted into a family. And I always thought it was important that, I could have ended up in the foster care system and passed around until I was 18 and not done well in school. And I feel like because I was lucky enough to be picked out of the many children who needed homes, that I turned out pretty damn good. So, so yeah, I just want to be able to do that for another poor kid who will probably never get out of a stupid foster care system or never get out of an adoption home or orphanage or whatever it is the point they're living in. So I just thought that was important.
So, that is how we're going to have kids. We can physically have children together.
Mm-hmm. you have any further questions about this process, feel free to comment or email or whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, and in the comments section, I will post a link to one of the ways that two women can have a child. Um, so you guys can read that on your own free time. It's basically a long, scientific, complicated way that I explained. Well, it's not really complicated if you really read it, but I'll post it anyway. If you really want to, you can read it. But yeah, if I find any other articles on that, I will be sure to share them. Okay. Cool, yeah.
Alright, well, thank you guys for watching.
See you soon.